Okay, so part 5, maybe this might be the final part, but I doubt it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna want to go to the half block section. I mean, not half block. We want to go to the half wedge up, and you want to make sure. So when you grab a half wedge up, you want to make sure it's like this, and you want to put it on the sides, or you want to put it like, just do what I'm doing, like that, and then you want to flip it around and do the same thing on the other side. Oops, my bad. I didn't mean to do that. No, no, Mr. Potato Head. I don't know. Okay, so after you've done that, you're gonna make sure yours is facing like mine, and you're gonna skip one block, and you're gonna put 1, 2 like that, and you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna skip, and you're gonna do that. You're gonna skip again, and you're just gonna repeat that pattern until you get to the very end. And once you've done that, you're gonna flip it around, and then you're going to repeat the same pattern, just like I did with the other side. And you're gonna do exactly that. And then once you've done that, you're gonna want to grab a half block and put the half block on top of them, on each one, like so. And then and if you have speakers, you're gonna put your speakers right here. It doesn't really matter what audio you use. You don't have to use the same audio as me, which I'm not gonna actually put any of the audio in because I want to get this done as quick as possible. So the only audio that you guys are gonna have for this actual plane that is on the actual version is like the guns and stuff. But if you got and then you guys want to go grab a ladder, so go down to the other in the block section, grab a ladder, and then make sure you want it facing like this, and then place it down, and then you want to turn the wood. No, no, it doesn't like me. Bark, 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 barky, barky, bark, and then turn them wood, and then you want to go ahead and obviously paint them. And then obviously you want to paint your speakers. Now, if you don't have speakers, then just put down the ladders and leave it empty. Or you can put like some shelves in there. But the ladders basically let other people know that, hey, that's the radio, that's the radio. That's like this, like because the Mu actually has like 2 different radios. It has a backup radio, which is these 2, and then it has the main radio, which is this dude right here. Because he's also a radar too, and also is him. So is he. They have different like tasks and stuff, but then what's gonna happen is you're gonna grab if you don't have this item either, then don't worry about it. You can put something else there if you want, or you can just leave it empty. But then if you have golden bars, go ahead and put the golden bars here. You can either buy them, or you can get them from the April Fool's event. I don't know if Ricky still does that, but I think he's done it. I think he's done it more than once. I don't know if he still does it, but who knows. Then you want to take some normal blocks, and you're going to put the blocks right here, and then what color is that? Like how is that? I had a feeling. And then you're gonna make it green. What? Oops, wrong color. Okay, so now what you're gonna do is when you paint those and turn them metal, and also you want to paint these blocks accordingly and paint them and make them metal as well while you're at it too. Don't forget that. I'm gonna try to get the Bombay fully in. Like, I mean, not the Bombay, but the bombs. Okay, now what you're gonna do is you're going to let's see here. You're gonna go to your PvP weapon section and you're gonna grab a explosive block. Now before you place anything down, we gotta do something here. Okay, right shift. Okay, I gotta color these real quick, so I know which one's which. Okay, and then all these are left shift. Okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab an explosive block and you're gonna make sure that it is facing upright like this, where the text is where it's not upside down. And then you're going to go to this purple screwdriver, and you're gonna this is what you're gonna do. Your keybind button is gonna be left shift. That's gonna be the button is left shift, and then your blast pressure is gonna be your blast pressure is gonna be all the way up max. Your blast radius all the way at max. Your impact speed all the way down to 5, which is the lowest. So you're going to put all the way down to 5, and then you're going to have all of these 3 on. So you're going to have on impact, you're going to have that turned on. You're going to have ignore self, have that turned on, and you're going to have arm on key, have that turned on. I'm not going to explain what it does because you can test it for yourself. So what we're going to do is once you have that done, we are going to place one right here, and then you're going to place one right here, 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 and one right here. So that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that is correct. So there should be 7 bombs first. And after those 7 bombs, you're going to go back to your purple screwdriver, and all you have to do is change the keybind to right shift. And then you're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I believe it's 8. Yeah. So, so after you've done that, you're going to paint them all black. Now, we're going to go to the disconnectors. And you don't have to turn the disconnectors metal. If you want to, you can, but there's no really, don't even worry about it. You don't even have to color them. But that's up to you. If you want to turn the disconnectors metal and color them whatever color you want, or if you want them to blend with the plane, go right ahead. I don't really care. I'm not gonna do it because it doesn't really matter. At least for the disconnectors, it doesn't. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the purple screwdriver, and we're gonna make our keybind left shift, and we are going to place one right here, one right here, one right here, one right here. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So once you stop at the 7th one, you're gonna go back to the purple screwdriver, and you're gonna make the keybind right shift, and then you're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And after you've done that, now we can move on to the pistons. So we're going to scroll up to the pistons, and again, like I said, we're going to go to the purple screwdriver, And your keybinds for your pistons are gonna be, so for the button it's gonna be V. So your button's gonna be V to extend it. For your distance, everything's gonna be all the way to max. Like your distance, your max force, and your speed, put everything all the way up to max. That means distance needs to go all the way to 4, max force needs to go all the way to 2,500, and speed needs to go all the way to 30, which is its max. And then you want to make sure you have all of these on right here. You want to make sure you have lock on, toggle on, and then legacy on. After you've done that, you're gonna come over here and you're gonna place down 1, 2, like that. So you're gonna do exactly what I did. And then you're gonna do 1, 2, 1, 2, like that. So repeat that pattern. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Now you don't have to color the pistons. Like I know the demonstration is colored, but if you you have to color the pistons. Just you don't have to color. You don't have to like try to color like all the plates that are that nobody's gonna be able to see when the plane's fully done. And then you're gonna do that, and then you're gonna do that. I just have an issue doing that. Now you're gonna go to the color. You're gonna grab the color that is meant for your floor. And then you're going to do and you're going to color them. You're going to color the top ones. And then you're going to color the ones on the bottom. You don't need to color the plates if you don't want to. That's up to you though. I'm not going to do that for the tutorial version because it's just it's not really, it's just going to take away, it's just going to be useless, and it's going to take away some valuable time. So now what you're going to do is actually here, let's use this green right here. That's right here in the corner right here. And let's do those. Let's do that green because it'll match a little bit with the thing. Oops, my bad. I didn't mean to color that. Hold on, I'll fix that here in a minute. Alright, let me go ahead and color this. Sorry for coughing. Let me grab some gum. So I don't like start to overthink anything and start panicking. Woo! Sorry about that. Don't mean to smack. I'm gonna move you a little bit further away from my microphone because my mic sensitivity is all the way up. And when I say my microphone is extremely high, I mean it. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is you're going to grab a half block and you're gonna put the half block right here. Then you're gonna go all the way down to the wedges too. Grab a round wedge in and put it right here. And then you're gonna paint the half block black, and then you're gonna make this right here brown, and then you're gonna turn the half block metal, and you're gonna turn the round wedge in wood. I think that's a different dark. Yeah, it is. Okay, so the color that's used for like the interiors of the desk, it's red. Red would be 77, green would be 66, and blue would be 66, and it gives you a darker. It gives you a darker, it gives you a darker wood, like a more like cooler wood. Or you can mess around and figure out your own. And then this one is, yep. Okay, so then you're gonna want to grab a pilot seat, and you're gonna put your pilot seat right here, and then you're gonna want to color the middle of the seat brown, the color that's on the side right here. And then the color of the seat, I'm pretty sure would be red is 66, green is 66, and blue is 66. Just in case if you guys get confused. You're probably questioning me. You're probably saying, "But Dragon, you forgot the Swiss cheese floor. Why is it a Swiss cheese? Don't worry, I'll fix that. I want to get the interior proper. I don't want to make a mistake. The reason why I'm not closing it off is because I gotta make sure I do everything right. You see, like in this area, see, I gotta make sure I do everything right before I start closing everything off. Okay, now what you're gonna do is you're gonna go to the plates, grab a half plate, and you want to make sure that you want to do this. So you want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe. Let me look. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so you can do 4, and if you already saw it, you're gonna do exactly the same thing on the top. That's like right above it, and then you're going to grab a block. Put the block right there. You're gonna go back down. You're gonna go back to the plates, and you're gonna put a plate like this. You're gonna do exactly what I'm doing. So it needs to look like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then let's see. Let's make sure it's 6 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then you want to flip around your plate like this and do that. And then I'm gonna go up to the blocks again. Put a normal block. Put 2 like this. Right there. Sorry, I was going too fast. I'm sorry. Like right there. And then you're gonna grab another pilot seat. The reason why I do pilot seats is because I can actually detail them. Because of the blue thingy. That's why I use them. So you're gonna paint your chair, and then after your chair is ready, you're gonna grab a half plate. So go down to the half plate. Make sure it's like this, and put one right here, and put another one right here. And then you're gonna grab a block, put a block here, and put it here. And then you're gonna go down to wedges 2. Oh, no, not wedges 2. You're gonna go down to half block. You're gonna put a half block right Okay, that's not a half block. Wait, you're gonna go down to the half block section and you're gonna grab a half wedge 2. And you're gonna put the half wedge 2 like down like that, like so. Like that. I'm gonna go ahead and paint this brown. And then you're gonna grab a regular block and put it right beside that. And you're gonna make that black. And then the black one is gonna be turned into metal. And then the brown will be turned into wood. Actually, it needs to be darker, I believe. Let me look. Oh no, never mind. I was wrong. Okay, never mind. I thought it was darker, but I was guessed up. And then you'll turn that into wood. And then you'll turn the stuff that's behind, all this stuff that I'm turning into wood. No pun intended. Wink, wink. Oh, sorry. Again, sorry for snacking. I forget. And then after you've done that, you'll just paint your wood. Oops, my bad. Oh, no. I'll fix that. Hold on. Paint that. Paint that. I don't know how many of y'all are excited to actually finish this plane. I'm sorry it's taking, it's taking like extremely long time to get each part out. But if you are excited, then I'm happy for you because I'm actually excited to see how many people actually build this. Now, if y'all take this thing into PvP, just be aware, you better be quick with it too. That's all I'm saying, because I have taken this thing into PvP, and I will probably do some like videos of me showing you like how effective it is, but really, I don't think you're not gonna get much kills with it because of shredders, but that's the reason why the thing has a conveyor drive in the front of the nose, is so you can, and if you need to put your conveyor drive that's in the front of the nose, if you need to put it all the way up to max speed, you can. But I prefer you just enjoying the plane. All right. Sorry for that little dumb, depressing monologue. Now what's gonna happen is we are going to go inside of the plane. And then we're gonna take. There's mayonnaise in this. Wait, hold on. Yes, Patrick. There's mayonnaise in this. No, Patrick. So then what you're going to do is you're going to put 2 blocks like down like how I did. And you're going to paint them the proper green, which would be the bright green. And then you're going to turn them metal. Oh, that's wood, not metal. And then you're going to put a block here, a block here, a block here, 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 right here, one right here, one right here, and go inside of the plane, fill that up, and boom. Okay. Now it no longer looks like Swiss cheese. Now it looks like chest. Queen goes here. Pawn goes here. King make your move. What you gonna pick? There's only one way this can go. So now what you're gonna do is you're gonna turn you're gonna turn the bot metal. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You know that stinky bot that's been constantly camping us this whole round. Yeah, that's the bot I'm talking about. My bad. I mean, you're gonna turn the blocks metal, and after you have done said thing, you're gonna go in there, and you're going to. Sorry, I swear to God, I heard I thought my PC turned into a NASCAR there for a second. It was either that or it was a car outside. I don't know, but whatever it was, it perfectly synced up with my PC. But my PC is in quiet mode right now, so you guys ain't hearing it. You guys can see my if you guys look up on the top, y'all can see my CPU temperature, and y'all can see my GPU temperature, and y'all can see my RAM. You can see my frames per second. You can see basically everything. Like let me show you something cool here. Look at this. If I scroll out, I can do performance, I can do default, I can turn it on max. It also shows the performance there as well. So if you guys were looking at that and you're probably thinking, dang bro, your PC alright? Yeah, it's fine. It's like, I'd say like, it's not even that old. It's not even close to like 3 years. I think it's like a year and a half. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna paint the block. Oops, my bad. You're gonna paint the blockies. So after you paint the blockies, that's the wrong color. After you have painted the blockies, you are going to. Oh, I almost missed one. There we go. After you've done that, you can quit. All right. No, I'm just messing with you. Don't quit. I'm just messing with you. We don't give up here. Then you're gonna grab a half block and you're gonna do 1, 2, 3, and you're basically just gonna fill up these little holes right here with half blocks. And voila, your Bombay is now officially done. Well, it'll be done once you paint it and turn this all metal. Okay, this side's done. Okay, now you're done. Once it looks like this, now you're pretty much done with that part. And now what's gonna happen is we're gonna press F to down. No. I'm just joking. I'm just messing with you guys. We're not doing that. We're not giving up. Now what we're gonna do is we are going to go down to the wedges too. Grab a round wedge in and put it on the side like so. And then you're going to do the exact same thing, but you're going to put a block here, and then you're going to flip you're going to flip it around when it looks like this, and you're going to put one right here and put one on top of that. So, and then you're going to remove that block that you placed down the middle, and then once you've done that, it should look like this. So, it should look like this. And let me paint it for you guys, just in case if you guys are having trouble, because you know the white color can actually mess with y'all's vision of how you see it. So one needs to go like this, and then one needs to go like this, and then you go down. I'm sorry. And don't worry, I got more tutorials coming soon. There's gonna be 2 other Mu-25s because the Mu-25 has 5 different versions of it. Now. I want to clarify before you continue with the tutorial. I want to clarify that the only Mu-25s that I'm gonna make a tutorial is 3 of them. This one's the first one, and then the other 2 that I'm gonna do. I'm not telling you what they are. I'm not telling you what they're gonna look like, but I will say this: they will look similar to their brethren that you're currently building right now. But the original like the original Mu-25 that I first built when I first built in the game, I'm going to do a showcase on it. And then there's another one that I'm going to do a showcase on it. But the other 2 will be a showcase and a tutorial. I'm also going to do parts on them as well, depending on the size. But one of them, the last one, I'm going to try to make it to where it's not too big, but also to point to where it's also like where it's just right. Because this one's just right, but I want to make sure because like the wings will be a different size. They also may be a different length, but you're also gonna have more. You might have longer engines. Like for example, the next one you might have longer engines. You might have more engines. You might be able to go faster, which you will. And I think you guys are gonna like it. And you'll be able to carry more ammunition. You'll be able to carry you'll be able to carry more stuff. Like you can carry you can put whatever you want on it, whatever you can think of. It doesn't have to be you don't have to copy all the stuff that I have. Well, you do whenever the plane is being built, and once you're done with it, then you can change the ammunition. But anyways, if you guys want to build those as well, whenever, because I haven't started them, but when I do, then just patiently wait. But you want to take a block and you go 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. Now, that was pretty long, but I'm hoping you guys do not get bored. But I just want to let you guys know that I'm doing that. Now, I'm also gonna be doing some other aircraft too, and like a lot of the aircraft I do are gonna be custom. If I ever do an actual aircraft that is a real like for example, if I do like a B-26 or a B-17, I'm gonna make sure that plane is like perfectly accurate. I'm gonna make sure, like, I'm that type of person. So you're gonna grab a round wedge in from the wedges too, and you're gonna do like that. Put it like that. Yeah, I'm gonna put it like that. I want to put it metal. That's not metal. There you go. And after you've turned it metal, you want to alright, lower on the accent, brother. Lower on the accent, lower on the accent. Alright. Get your Yippee-ki-yay! No, not that accent. No. Get this. Where's the? You know what? I'm going action mode. All right. We got 3,000 for this. We got 3,000 for this block. We got 6,000. Stop. You don't know how much energy that takes. If you want to see some content like that, go to my main channel, the Black Dragon USA Army Gaming. The link there's a link in my in my group in my description, or not in my description, but in my not in the video, but in the if you go to my homepage, you'll see two links. One link is to my main channel, and the other one's to my music channel. So, but the reason why I haven't uploaded there yet is because I've been busy with this. So that's the reason why. If I have any of my viewers from my main channel, and if you guys are watching from my main channel, and you guys see me on my group channel, you guys are probably thinking, why isn't he uploading anything? It's because I've been working on this, and I haven't really been able to. so please forgive me on the no uploads recently. I'm trying my hardest. After I get this done, I will, or maybe soon. So you want to grab a half block, and you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. just fill it up. Just fill it up, Sabowski. Yeah. And then once you fill it up like that, you want to grab a half wedge down and fill that up. I need speed. Platinum Queen. Joker edition. You wanna know how I got these scars, mater? I'll tell you. And so what you want to do is you want to take your half wedge down, and you want to do this. Oh wait, hold on. Don't fill this up yet. Don't fill this part up. So you want to go 1, 2, 3. Oh, my bad. 1, 2, 3, and stop right here. Stop right here. Grab a half block. Boil. I don't know who's gonna respond to that, but you're gonna fill that up, and after you have done that, my good sir, you want to go turn to the half block wedge, and then after you have done that, yes, you want to make sure you have your pinky out. Yes, we're fancy. Even though this plane would probably cost like over $80 billion to actually even build just one. I mean, what? Okay, so what you want to do is you want to take your half block wedge, and you want to make sure yours is just like mine. So you want to do one, and you want to flip it around town. You want to do another one, and then you want to do one right here, and then do another one right here. And then once you've done that, you can now progress. And then you're going to remove these half wedge downs, because I'm an idiot. I didn't realize. But that's okay. You're going to take a quarter wedge, and you're going to do 1, 2, 3, my friend. And do another 1, 2, 3. And then you're going to grab a half block. That's not a half block. And then you're gonna do 1, 2, 3. And the same thing on the other side, I know. After you have done said thing, grab a compression block and dang it, broke character. And then you want to put your compression block right here. Now, your compression block, your settings for your compression block is going to be -0. Sorry, my bad. It's going to be -0.499. 499. -0.499. And that's all you have to do. And then grab a motor 2. Make sure make sure your motor 2 looks just like this. And after that, go ahead and paint these. And then turn the compression I think I'm gonna pass out. And then turn your compression block metal, and then turn everything around it metal. Ooh. And then you want to turn all this metal. Yeah, enough with that voice, man. That is, ooh. I don't know if I'm dizzy or if I'm... Woo! And then... let's go ahead and paint it. The proper color. Now on this channel, you are gonna see a bunch of random stuff. So the like category and niche of videos for this like specific channel, for the group channel, is gonna be kind of random because right now I'm currently the only one uploading so far. My friends are supposed to, but they're real busy with like their other with their own channels. I would like it if they did. Especially just like all of them in general, because they also have some good content, and I do recommend you guys go check their channels whenever y'all can. I'm not gonna put their links and stuff in here yet, because I'm gonna do that with like I'm gonna do that in like the I'll put their links to their channels later on, but it won't be in the videos. It'll be where those other 2 links are, and at the home page. So then you want to grab a pilot seat, and you're going to put the pilot seat on top, and obviously, yes, you're gonna paint it. I can already hear it right now. I can already hear there's some kid right now extremely excited about this plane for God knows who knows why. Or he's probably excited about it because he's never built something like this, and this is gonna help him. And I'm gonna say this to that one specific person, or it could be multiple. But if you guys are really excited, I just want to say that's a good thing. Cause I ain't gonna let you down. I ain't gonna like make y'all build it and then all of a sudden it doesn't work. I ain't doing that. Cause I will test it. Because I test everything when I'm building. So that's what you should do every time. Like every time you build, you need to test as you go along. Because that's the only way you can. That's the only way you can. I can actually make. That's the only way you can become better at this game. Is learning from your mistakes. Okay, so you want to go to the plates and you want to grab a plate, put them on the sides like this. So you just want to put 3 plates around right here, right here, and right here. That's all you gotta do. Don't put one in the do not put one in the front. Now I don't know about a half wedge. Yeah, just do not like leave the front open so you can actually so whoever's in the turret can actually get out of it. And then go to oops, my bad. Grab a block, put the block here, and then go down to wedges. Put a wedge right here. And then grab a motor I mean not a motor, grab a motor 2, my bad, and put the motors like that, and then go down to half blocks, or up to half blocks, and grab a half wedge 2, put the half wedge 2 like this, so it needs to look like this on both sides, one like this, and then you just flip it around and boom. And then you want to grab a half wedge down, put it right here, put one on top of each motor, and then you want to grab a half block, put it right here in the middle, then grab a half triangle wedge and then put it on the sides or on the corners right here so it looks smooth. And then you want to grab a half wedge down again and put it right there, and then you're going to grab a a plate, so grab a plate and make sure it's like this, so make sure it's like that, like this. And then once you've done that, let's go ahead and get this turn nice and nice. So you're going to color the back part gray and turn it metal. And also turn these plates metal in here, and then turn them green. And then you're gonna go down to the glass section, and you're gonna make these glass right here on the sides, and then you're gonna go down to oops, oh, I thought I did something wrong there. You're gonna grab the legacy glass, and you're gonna make the middle part a legacy, and then you're gonna paint it. I think it's pitch black, right? Yeah, it is. So you're gonna paint the glass and turn it pitch black, and also paint your motors gray as well, so they blend in a bit. And then once you've done that, for your settings on your motor. Okay, so for your settings on your turning motor, you're gonna go down, and your settings are gonna be your settings for your speed. Okay, your speed for your turning is gonna be 4.5. Max torque, your max torque all the way to 1,000. Your speed's gonna be 4.5, and your max torque would be all the way to 1,000. Your tolerance would be at 1, and then that's all you have to do. You don't have to change anything else. You don't mess with any of this. You don't mess with your angle. That's all you have to do, and then it'll just follow your mouse. Now for your motor for the motors for the barrels, like they go up and down. Both of them will be the same right here. Your speed's gonna be 3.3.5. Your max torque all the way up to 1,000. Your max angle 75, and your tolerance to 1. And then once you've done that, you can copy it, and you can paste it onto the other one. And trust me, what I'm about to say, you may not believe, but Mu-25's turns are extremely quick. Because when I do the other two, they're going to be a lot faster. Yeah. They can catch a jet. They're not that slow. They're fast. So get ready for a big G-force when you turn. Or get ready to get dizzy. Either or works. And then you're going to grab, you're going to go to your PvP, and you're going to grab a gun. So you're gonna grab guns, and you're gonna put 2 guns right here on the side like this, one right here, and one, I mean not on the side, but like right in front of the wedges right here. So one right here and one right here. So it needs to look like this, and then go ahead and paint them black. And then your mouse button for them is gonna be J, unless if you want to use a different key button, but you're gonna use J. So your turn's gonna shoot by using J instead of your mouse button. So whenever you're shooting at like a plane, you know, with your main guns, with these guns right here, your turret doesn't get involved. I mean, you can, but I'm just doing it so it has like a realistic feel, you know. And then we're gonna go ahead and grab the trail, and again go to purple screwdriver, and then turn all of this off right here. And then you're gonna put down the same amount as I do. So you can do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Actually, I think it's 2. Yeah, it is 2. My bad. Sorry, you can do 2. My bad. Sorry. And then you're gonna turn them, paint them black, and then make them metal. Oops, my bad. I did not mean to make that black. So let's paint them metal so they look darker. And after that, your turret is done. Now what we want to do is we go ahead and spawn in. Oh wait, sorry, my bad. Your turret's not done. I forgot. I'm sorry, I'm stupid. I'm a little slow right now. I forgot the thing that holds it. The guns. I mean the text. So you want to go down to your light bulb. Hey, I have mess ups too, you know, it's alright. I make mistakes, I'm human. So you go down to your signs, you want to grab a text where it says simple text, and you want to make sure you have a 1x3 text. And we want to put it like this, and then flip it around and do the other side, and then you want to make your text size all the way down to 1, and then I just put like a random letter in there, so you don't see the little little text, and then boom, and then it looks perfectly pristine clean. So you can't even see anything unless we get extremely close. Like right there, you see that little, that's a T right there. That little white dot right there is a T. But really no one's gonna be able to notice it. And there's like a little freckle. So after you've done that, now what you're gonna do is you are going to save it. And if you're curious, why is there 2? Well, because I kind of messed up when I was trying to do part 3. I had to redo the whole thing. That's why. So you're gonna save it. So before we test it, you want to make sure you save it in the right spot. Make sure you don't save over another build of yours. So don't get too excited. Now, when you spawn in, your turret should move like so. Now, when you press J, when you hold down J, it should start shooting your turret. And landing gear, guns, oh man. And also, you want to go ahead and open your bomb bay, and then press V. Make sure your bombs extend, and then go ahead and drop the first set, which would be left shift. I forgot that was on. Give me a second. I'm gonna start crying. I'm a little dumb. Okay, so you're gonna open your bomb bay, and you're gonna press V, so it extends them down like that, and you're gonna drop them. They're gonna explode, and then you're gonna do it again, but then you're gonna press right shift, and if they successfully explode, then that means you did it right, and then you'll press V, so it'll raise the pistons back in, and then you press B, it will close your bomb bay. Or it'll close your bomb bay doors. Sorry, not your bomb bay, but your bomb bay doors. And obviously test your landing gear, even though that you've already got this point, even though you're pretty far into the tutorial. And if your landing gear works, and if your hatch works, then you can actually go ahead and walk around and look around it, and see what you think, see if you like it. You can also get inside the turret. You're probably thinking, wait, what about the sight? Oh, don't worry about that. We'll get it. You can see how quick it is. Whee! You can if you want to, you can make the angle of the guns. You can make them a bit higher if you want. You can go 90 if you prefer, but 75 is the best for this one. And then whenever you want to get out of the turret, you just jump and boom, you're out, just like that. And that right there is your turret and your bomb and your bombs. Now let's go ahead and get this wall. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go to the 1 times 0.9 block right here, and you want to make sure that the building arrow is pointing. Okay, it's probably gonna be different for everybody. I don't know though, but you want to make sure that when you place it down, make sure there's space like that. So I don't know if it's different for everyone. Let me try it. Maybe it's not. Okay, but if you do have the building arrow on, your arrow should be pointing to the left. And if that doesn't seem to work, then you want to do like that. Actually, no. Wait, no, that's fine. Maybe. You know what? No, because I don't want. Okay, so go ahead and if you already place down those blocks, remove them and put down cylinders like that. Just put down cylinders of where they're at. And then you're gonna grab a block and fill those blocks right there. Put the blocks right there, and then you're gonna go down to the half blocks, and you're gonna fill that up right there. And then you're gonna go down to the half wedge down. Put one right here on both sides. And you're gonna grab a half triangle wedge, put it right here on the corners like that. And then you're going to excuse me. And then you're gonna grab a half corner wedge down, and you want to make sure that your half corner wedge down is you want to make sure they're like this. So one's like this. So this one right here is like that, and this one right here is like that. And grab a half wedge down and put that in the middle. And then grab a half wedge down 1 times 4, and then put it right here in the middle, right there. And then grab a half triangle wedge and put it on the sides. And then let's go ahead and paint it before I forget. And I think I just painted the wrong thing in there. Hold up, let me look. No, I didn't. Okay. Okay. And then you're gonna paint these right here. This wall greeneth. I don't know why I said that. And then torrentious metal, my friend. Oh man, I need to get maybe some ramen cup noodles or something after this. And after everything's turned metal, we are going to I don't think I'll be able to lower this video by that much, because everything that I've said in it is actually very important. So we're gonna grab a triangle wedge block 1 times 4 and put it on the sides like so. Oops, my bad, not like that, like this. So I probably won't even be like, I don't think I'm gonna add I don't even think I'm gonna be able to even edit any of this. Because not only that, I don't want to like, is this just best if I just keep going, you know? So after you've painted it, turn it metal, you're gonna what is right there? Hold on, I gotta remove that real quick so I can see. Okay, so you're gonna go to super rocket engines, and you're gonna put 2 rocket engines like this. You're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's gonna be, hold on. You're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So it's gonna be 14 super rocket engines right here. Oops, right here. As y'all can tell. And after that is done, we will go back to the half blocks, and we'll put a half block here, fill this up. I'm trying to be as fast as I can. And then do this. So you're going to take a half wedge down, and you're going to put them on the sides right here, like mine. Then you're going to take a half triangle wedge and put it right here at the very end on both sides. And then you're going to grab a you're going to go down to the wedges. You're going to grab a triangle wedge 1 times 5, put it right here. I believe that's right. Yeah. And then you're going to grab a wedge 1 times 5 again, put it right here in the middle. And then you're going to go down to the triangle wedge block, and you're going to grab a triangle wedge block 1 times 5 as well, and then put them on the side like this. And then you're going to grab you're going to go up to the wedges. You're going to grab a triangle wedge, and you're going to grab a triangle wedge 1 times 4 and put it right here. And you're going to grab a wedge 1 times 4 and put it in the middle. And then you're going to grab a triangle wedge block 1 times 4, put it right here. And then after you've done that, you're going to go up to the half blocks, put a half block right here, and you're going to fill up this. And you're going to go to half wedge down and fill this up like so. And you're going to grab a half triangle wedge and put it on the corners like that. And then you're going to put a half wedge block right there. Do another one. You're going to grab a half wedge down and then fill that up. And then we're going to grab a half wedge block again. Oh, so my bad. So I'm going to fill it up like this. Do the other side. And then you're going to grab a half wedge down. And you're going to go all the way to the very end. just like that. And then you're gonna do 1, 2. You're gonna do 3. And then you're gonna grab a half block, and you're gonna do like that. And after you've done that, it's an hour. Okay, this video is now an hour long. After you have done said thingy, 22 frames. 30. Why do I have 40? What the heck? Hold on, you guys are about to. I'm about to put my PC into overdrive. You're about to see it go up. Yeah, hear it. I haven't put it in, I'm putting it in performance, but the fan's not going up. You ready? I'm about to put it in max. 3, 2, 1. You should hear that now. So, that's what I was trying to avoid. I was trying to avoid using that, so you guys wouldn't have to hear that. But I'm gonna go ahead and okay, it's either I stop here or I make you guys happy and we push through it. I have to stop here. Alright, so this is part 5. We're gonna stop here for now. This is part 5 right here. Actually, hold on. Before we even get before I end it, let's go. We can paint it and turn it metal. Let's go ahead and do that real quick. So we're gonna make not that or yeah that. So we're gonna make all this, and then you're gonna go down here. So you're gonna go down to your material, grab glass, and then turn this one right here. This one, turn it metal. I mean not metal. I mean sorry, turn it glass. My bad. And then you want to paint it black. And then now you can continue painting and turning everything metal. After you've done, let me just get this done so I can start part 6. I don't know if I'll be able to upload this though. I might have to cut it, but I don't know how much I'm gonna be able to cut because a lot of the stuff that I was saying was actually very, very important. So you're probably thinking you can't just cut like the parts that where you're painting metal and stuff. I could, but it's not really gonna do much. It won't really take it out of an hour. It'll probably still be an hour long video regardless. But I'll see. And I don't think I'll be able to upload this hour-long video onto Clipchamp. The reason I'm not using I still use CapCut. The reason why I'm not using it is because CapCut was the main reason why part 3 was delayed. Yeah, it's CapCut's fault for that part. I had to redo part 3. Like I had to I had everything and then I had to completely destroy everything, and I was upset. But I did it for you guys because I wasn't gonna bother to let you guys down. But once you have all that done, you can now officially admire your plane that is not done. But don't worry, I'll get there soon. I promise. But for now, and look, good news. Good news. You got your turret. You got your. We're getting close to finishing. It's almost done. Well, I say almost, but I gotta get the engines and stuff. But that might be last. I don't know. But we're pretty close to finishing the tail, so might as well do that after in part 6. So. Oh, also, I almost forgot your gun sight. You want to go to your light bulb, grab a sign, and then put your sign right here and right here, and then you can make your own custom site. But I'm just gonna do wait, what did I do for this one? Yeah, it was just a plus sign. I'm just gonna do the plus sign. Why are you there? Where did you come from? That's strange. And then you want to go ahead and turn it, just turn it glass, and then paint the back of it black, and then you can turn it whatever color you want. I'm gonna paint mine red, but y'all can do different colors if y'all prefer. And after that, go ahead and save the plane. And once it's once it's saved, you should be good to go. I gotta double make sure. Well, anyways, without further ado, I will see y'all in part 6. Sadly, I wanted to finish it, but I want to finish it, but I can't because it's a pretty big FPF. My frames, can you stop? I mean, I don't mean by stop entirely. I mean by, can you go back to 60, please? And by the way, what is taking my frames? Anyways, besides that, if you guys enjoyed this long painful tutorial, I'm sorry that you had to go through it, but hey, you made a lot of progress, so I wouldn't be complaining. I wouldn't really be complaining at all. So without further ado, enjoy that. I'm gonna go and start part 6. Peace out.